Good morning, all devotees, brothers and sisters. Today's Sunday. Actually, we have Sunday service, but right now we have to adapt new normal. Because we have coronavirus affected, so everyone stay at home. A few our devotees come to visit, but we have to follow the social contract. Social distancing, but life will go on. So that's it. We have to adjust. Even our devotees living at home, but we still practice and study the teaching of the Buddha or Dhamma discussions all together. Both the people in the temple and devotees at home, we practice together, go together, like we stay at the same boat, crossing the oceans of samsara. Today, I would like to discuss about samsara. Samsara in Buddhism. This is a very interesting point to discuss. What kind of samsara we understand, and how to end up samsara or stay away from samsara. This is very important for Buddhists, because Buddhism is pragmatism. We have to practice. We cannot wait for the blessing from the God, but we have to practice, try by ourselves to end our suffering by ourselves. From the teaching of the Buddha and the teaching of the Noble One. So actually, every Sunday we all together join Sunday service. We start from 9:30 actually. In a normal situation or normal times, our schedule is starting from chanting together Pali and Thai, because majority are Thais. So we start chanting together. According to chanting, somebody misunderstand. Well, chanting is mean pray. No, because in technical term, chanting is mean we understand as bhavana. Bhavana is meaning of bhavana is the ultimate aim of bhavana is mean purify the mind, and ultimate and the golden goal is wisdom, understanding. So during our chanting, our mind stable. We meditation. This is kind of meditation, because our mind focuses to the word of the Buddha, the books. So today I come back to discuss about samsara, what the meaning of samsara. Actually, everyone understand samsara, it means the circle of birth and death, maybe. The ocean of birth and death, or oceans of appearing and disappearing and reappearing. So anyway, focus to Buddhism, we are able to say samsara is the theory of karma and rebirth. Karma is the action. So some of our Buddhists confuse about karma. Karma is mean action. Action. This is oceans of samsara, because we sink in the theory of karma, or the outcome of karma, and rebirth because of karma. Because in Buddhism, the highest goal, as long as karma, we still have karma, that is the cause of rebirth. Arahanta is mean no way to reborn, because karma ending. But the meaning of karma, cause of rebirth, is mean karma with intention. Intentions is mean unwholesome, kilesa. So this is the cause of rebirth and then cause of suffering. So as long as we rebirth again as being, not only human being, but every being, animal, forex, etc. So this is the cause of three conditions. One thing is impermanent, and impermanent is the cause of unsatisfaction. We don't like it. Unacceptable when change come to us. We feel that, oh, this is terrible, unacceptable, I don't accept it. Like a new normal, nobody accept, but we have to follow, we have to do, we have to practice. This is the real, not idea, it is the real, practical. We have to do it. We cannot run away. So the definition of samsara, it means the oceans of karma, or birth and rebirth. So this is it's always happen, non-stop, never end, and difficult to end it if we don't know the way to end it. So Buddhism, we share the way to end, to go to the bank of freedom. That is the bank of samsara. Actually, we cannot see the bank of samsara, borderless. We don't know where the bank we go out of the ocean or the sea of samsara. So as long as we swim or sink in this samsara, a lot of suffering. Suffering from the loss, the beloved one, suffering from old age, suffering from sickness. So a lot of suffering. We stay with suffering, and we cannot run away from suffering, because we are. If we are not, that is suffering. Sufferings run away, end also. So this is the problem, or the ocean of suffering, dukkha. So samsara is the circle of karma and rebirth. Samsara is endless as long as karma still activates. As long as karma activates with intention, we still swim in the ocean of samsara. So next we study more about what exactly the cause of samsara, how, why we were born in these oceans of suffering or samsara, and never end, life to life. It's always happen. So this is the problem. And if we understand, we know how to end it from this samsara. So the Buddhism is the religion of understanding, knowledge. It doesn't mean the teaching of the Buddha alone, but the teaching of law of the world, cause and effect, reasonable. It doesn't mean commandment. No, it's reasonable. You understand by yourself. No need to worship to the Buddha. But if you practice, you understand well. So this is, we say, akaliko. Even right now, the time of technology grows, but it still works. It's still activate from the teaching of the Buddha. Akaliko. It doesn't mean depend on the time and space. So this is the relations of knowledge, understanding. If you understand, no need to come to the temple. No need to declare you are Buddhist or non-Buddhist, but you practice, you are able to end the suffering by yourself. The Buddha just opened what cover inside, and we are able to see what inside is or are. So the cause of rebirth or cause of samsara is, we have to understand, samsara appear because of what? Because of kilesa. In Buddhism, say because of kilesa. Maybe we are able to say unwholesomeness. This is the cause of suffering. As long as no kilesa, our karma, just action without intention. As long as our action without intention, what I mean is unwholesome or kilesa. But intention may be positive and negative and neutral. But the negative is the cause of suffering. And the cause of suffering. So this is kilesa. Because of kilesa, so ocean of samsara bigger and bigger. But if we know how to end, how to destroy kilesa, so samsara, the ocean of samsara, become a pond of samsara, or become a river of samsara, and finally we become a well of samsara, small one, or finally drop of samsara. So the cause of samsara, what I told you, the cause of karma and rebirth in Buddhism, what we call is defilement or kilesa. we are able to classify in 3 facts. Number 1, we call sensual pleasure or sensual desire. Desire from sense organ, what you see, what you feel. This is from sense organ, from eyes, from ears. Sometimes we see and we are attacked. We want it, we need it, and we cannot run away. And because of what samsara take over. Now finally, we are slave of samsara. We are slave of sense organ and sense desire. And secondly, anger. Anger like a fire, burn everything. When you are defeated by anger, you are able to burn everything, burn yourself. Because fire burn everything as long as gas, steel. So it's burn yourself and burn others. This is secondly. From anger, everything destroyed. You are able to see to study from history of human being. We destroy everything, destroy the nature, and finally destroy ourselves. Destroy from the differences, different people, different places, different kind of group of people. Because of what? Because of anger, unsatisfied. You cannot live harmoniously. But the power of I burn everything. This is from power of anger. And lastly, this is very important, is delusion. Delusion means ignorance. Don't understand what it is and what they are. Misunderstanding. As long as we are defeated by misunderstanding, we keep going to whatever I and my powers, the power of I and my and me. So this is the cause of samsara. As long as 3 defilements or kilesa still in the ocean is very dangerous. Anyone sink in these oceans of samsara, so we are unhappy. We have to try to stay away, to run away from samsara. But some kind of people don't understand how to stay away from samsara. So they try in the wrong way, pray to some kind of external God, for example. But in Buddhism, the Buddha encouraged everyone to try by ourselves, study and practice. The Buddha himself compare his teaching, the teaching of Buddhism like a raft or boat. For what? For crossing the ocean of samsara. But the means of the Buddha different from the means of the other. The Buddha just gave the teaching how to make a raft. Artificial, somebody able to make like a boat, like a big ship, but somebody can make like a rock, bring the piece of wood, join together, and finally the benefit is crossing the oceans of samsara. This is okay, because the purpose is crossing safety from samsara only. And after you arrive the shore of peaceful, okay, everything finished. No more your benefit from this vehicle. You live at the bank anyway, depend on you. This is the second point. We have to study, we have to know what exactly the cause of samsara, why we failed in the ocean of samsara, sinks in the ocean of samsara. And number 3, we have to study about what the dangerous of the main kilesa, what I say, the oceans of samsara. Number 1, I would like to classify and clarify what exactly the defilement. Number 1 is sensual desire. Sensual desire. This is very, very important and a lot of dangerous. Depend on our view or understand how to use it. This is the cause of craving when we don't know how to stop it, and it keep going, create more power into craving, and go further to attachment. So that is bigger and bigger. Like from the drop of the rain flow in the river through the ocean, bigger and bigger, if we don't know how to stop it. So sensual craving or sense desire, cause of craving. Everything from our eyes. When we see the sense organ, 5 sense organ, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. This is the cause of problem. If we come to study deeper and deeper, this is very dangerous. If we don't know how to stop it, how to block it sometimes. Because when it's transform into craving, this is more power. Because in Buddhism talk about this is the dangerous of craving, sensual pleasure, sensual desire. So according to craving, this is very dangerous. We are able to see, and when we are defeated by craving, so difficult. It burns you, burn everyone, as long as you are unsuccessful. Firstly, we call craving to be. This is the 3 kinds of craving. In Pali technical terms, we call tanha, kama tanha. We are attacked by our eyes, our sense organ. When we see, when we taste, when we smell, we attack, we need it, want it. And as long as we are unsuccessful, the wanted or need never end. We try again and again. Sometimes you try in positive, sometimes you try in negative. So non-stop, like you go down to the oceans of craving. You try again and again. When you go and see, when you smell, and you touch it, for example. So never stop, never end. This is the problem. Problem from eyes. We have to know how to stop it, how to understand it. What is benefits? What benefits or unbenefits? What dangerous or benefit? This is we have to understand. And secondly, is transformed into the second one we call craving to be and to have. When you see, you feel appreciated, you feel you like it, you need it, and secondly, you try to have it. You try to have it by many ways, positive way, right way, or wrong way, depend on, because you want it, you need it. So this is transformed from craving from sense organ into craving to be and to have. You are successful if you be and you have it. That's it. This is not the end, but it transforms again and again, bigger and bigger, more power to craving not to be and not to have. That is very important. If we study deeper and deeper, we understand craving not to be and not to have. That is also craving. Some people confuse about this. Someone feel that this is anger. No, this is craving. For example, we are unsatisfied whatever we are or we have. Sometimes, like we are male, we don't want to be male. We want to be a female. We have the small house, but we want big house. We have own car. We had already, but we don't have the own car. We need new one. We don't have the own one. This is we call craving not to be and not to have. Sometimes we are unsatisfied whatever we are and whatever we have. We want to like a runaways. So this is the ocean of suffering. As long as we live, as long as we have, as long as we are unsatisfied. We are suffering. Suffering, when we see it, we're suffering from your eyes. Well, why it belongs to me? Why not new one? Why not another? Why still here? So, this is we call craving, not to be and not to have. This is number one. And number two, anger. Anger like a fire adventurous of oceans of samsara. And the last one we call the delusion. Delusion and ignorance is the same way. Misunderstanding. So in the teaching of the Buddha, we talk about wrong view. That is very, very dangerous. As long as we are defeated by wrong view, you are able to destroy this world by your hand, your own hand, because of wrong view. So the teaching of the Buddha, the goal of the teaching of the Buddha is right view. Because right view, you are able to be a God on earth, create everything, like the power of God, or the meaning of God. God is the creator. As long as you have right view, you are able to create everything by kindness or loving kindness. But as long as you are defeated by wrong view, you are able to burn everything by your anger, delusion. So actually delusion, we are able to classify into 8 facts or 8 points of wrong view. Number 1, wrong view of suffering. We stay with suffering, but we don't know this is a suffering, but we understood as this is cause of happiness, not suffering. You want to stay with, this is your friend, not your enemy. This is wrong view. You don't know this is dangerous, but you think that this is lovely. This is suffering. You're suffering. Like the kid, the baby, they don't know what dangerous of fire, so they wanted to touch it because of what? Oh, color is colorful. The color of flame is colorful. They want to touch it. They want to taste it. So they don't understand what kind of dangerous. Why? This is suffering. This is not suffering. So this is number 1. And number 2, they don't know how to end up suffering. Exactly, they don't know what is the cause of suffering. Why this thing is because suffering? Why are you suffering from this, from that thing? And what is the cause of suffering? You don't understand. So we try. And the third one, we don't know how to end it. Whenever we don't know how to end it, sometimes we want to end it, but we don't know what is the way to end it. So that is the fourth one is, we don't know how the way, the mean to end up suffering. So as long as we don't know 4 of these, suffering still with you forever, never end. So the teaching of the Buddha want to open what exactly suffering is, and what exactly the cause of suffering. And the question is, you want to stay with suffering or you want to stay away from suffering? This is, but surely everyone's the answer in the same way. We want to stay away from suffering. We want to end up suffering. And finally, the right way to end up suffering is mean permanently end up suffering. It doesn't mean end up suffering for temporary. This is permanently. This is the fourth one. And the fifth one is we don't understand the past. What the meaning of don't understand the past is mean we don't understand the cause of problem. Why we have the problem? Because we are or we have. If we do not have and we are not, no problem at all. So this is, we don't understand the past. Sometimes we confuse about the past. It means the past life, the life before. Okay, makes sense. But this is first is why this happened. Happened because the cause of yesterday, last week, last year, for example. Oh, sorry. This is number 5, and number 6. We don't understand the future. Why we have the problem? Sometimes we worry about the past, or again and again and again come together. what we did wrong last year, last week, come to disturb you every day, non-stop. Repeats again and again, non-stop. So this is the cause of suffering. You cannot know how to let go. You create again and again, create from little bit power to bigger and bigger. This is we don't know the past. And you still create for the future too. And another point is you don't understand the future. You try to create expectation for the future. The future must be like this, what you want. So you dream about the future until you lost the time for the present moment. Exactly if you want to stay away from suffering, you have to focus to the present moment. But we always focus to the past and to the future, cling to the past, and have more expectation for the future. This is the problem. And the last one, the seventh, we don't understand both. The past also we don't understand, and the future also we don't understand. We cling to the past, repeat it again and again, and more expectation for tomorrow, for next day, for the future. And because of that, we lost the present moment. The present moment is imperfect. We do not have time enough for the present moment. Because of what? We are defeated by the past. And we have more expectation for the future. So this is the problem. We are able to say we don't understand the past and the future altogether. And the last one, we don't know the circle of birth and death. Or what we say, we don't know the process of arising and falling. This is, we have to understand, we have to study. Another point, this point is very important, is dependent origination. This is the process of birth and death. Why it happened? Because this happened, don't happen. We want to stop it. We want to stop the cause, and the effect will be gone in the same time. So this is we have to know how to understand the main cause of kilesa and the function. And fourthly, we have to know how to end up samsara. This is very important. According to what I told you, the teaching in Buddhism talk about you have to end samsara by yourself. You cannot wait for anyone. The Buddha already passed away. You cannot have a lot of hope to the external power, mighty God, for example. I don't want to touch. But according to the teaching of the Buddha, as what I told you, the teaching of the Buddha is pragmatic. We have to practice how to end the suffering. Ending of suffering in the Buddhism talk about the mean of ending of suffering is three kinds or three ways. The first one is threefold training. This is the mean to end of suffering. Threefold training. Number one, training of sila. In Buddhism, we focus to Buddhism. Training of sila or cultivate moral conduct. Moral conduct. This is very important in Buddhism because when we are perfect and we are training our body and speech. This is we call sila or morality training. This is rule regulation or social contract. But in Buddhism, we are able to study from low level to higher level. For example, in the basic level, this is we call 5 precepts. 5 precepts. This is rule regulation or social contract. This is contract encouraged by the society. We want a peaceful in society, so we keep the law, the rule of law, for example. But moral law depend on different from the law of state. The law of state we consider about benefits, share benefits. Okay, our benefits make sense. It's okay. But moral conduct in Buddhism talk about morality or ethical points of view too. We talk about good, appreciate. It doesn't mean, okay, makes sense. I accept, not only. So the meaning of the moral law in Buddhism talk about the meaning, talk about truth, talk about correct and beneficial, and also pleasant and agreeable to others too. This is the scope of morality or sila, different from the law enforcement by the state or social contract, normal social contract. But the level, higher level maybe depend on how to live and share, live with kindness, loving kindness, for example. According to loving kindness in Buddhism, next time we will talk in the detail about the power of loving kindness and the scope of loving kindness. This is the first thing. And secondly, samadhi. This means training the mind. Training the mind is important for the object. We need the object. What is the higher object? Why the goal object? We have to be study about mind training or training of the mind, and we call samadhi. Samadhi is very important because as long as your mind is stable, and finally easily to go to the goal of your life. But as long as our mind is unstable, so impossible to follow the rule of law or the moral conduct or sila, for example. It need together, work together, like a right hand and left hand. We work together. This is the second. And the third one is the highest point in Buddhism is panya, wisdom. Panya it doesn't mean intelligent, but panya means including precept, samadhi, moral conduct, and mind training all together into the third one in panya or wisdom or right view. That's it, what I told you. The ultimate aim of Buddhism, right view. Right view go to right action, go to right livelihood, go to right effort. So this is the first thing. If we start from right view, so everything will keep going to the right ways. So this is This is how to end up suffering. As long as we try to train 3 ways, train body, train the mind, and train both. That means we have perfect in Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. This means we are able to end up suffering right now and here. This is the first thing. And the second way is mean we have to know how to, we have to stay with the present moment. As long as I told you why we have a problem. Sometimes we are defeated by the past. So we worry about the past. And finally, we do not have time for today or present moment because we worry about the past when we did wrong or right. So finally, we don't know what benefits of you, what the benefit time, what your benefit to do. In the present you lost already, you lost with the past. And another one you lost with the future. So how to end up suffering, you have to focus to the present moment. Right now and here. This is your time. The past already gone. The future not come yet. You cannot do anything for tomorrow. And at the same time, the past already gone. You cannot rewind again. Gone already, finished right now. Well, finished. Time passed already. Time gone already. Space gone already. Not your space and not your time. But your space and your time is right now only. So this is the second thing you have to do. So in Buddhism we encourage to practice meditation. Meditation, it means stay with the present moment. Focus to the object. Okay, right now I sit, cross legs, close our eyes, and concentrate the breath in and out. This is our time. This is my day. This is my work. We cannot run, we cannot work, because my time is sitting, see our mind. This is, we stay with the present moment. It doesn't mean sit cross leg and close our eye, but remember, rewind whatever already passed away, and create more expectation for tomorrow. So this is not meaning we say unmindful, because you try to recall the dream in the past or try to create the goal from your expectation. So we have to be stay with the present moment, stay the bodily, verbal, and be mindful. Like body, you focus to the body, your body not disturb the other. We follow the 5 precepts: no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct. Okay, this is from bodily act. And secondly, from verbal act, not telling cause of other problem or your problem, no your benefits or no other benefits. And mind, be mindful, stay away from greedy, from anger, aversion, and wrong view. Stay, be mindful, stay with the breathing in and out, or focus to the object. What your object is or are. This is the second way of ending of your samsara. And the last one, you know how to let go. Let it go is actually, if we understand, does it mean stay with the present moment, let it go. Oh, okay. How to let go? Let everything go, but be mindful only. Stay away from the past, stay away from the future, and stay with the present moment with free mind. No greedy, anger, delusion. Be careful with body act and verbal act, and mindful with wholesomeness only. So this kind of our practice to end samsara. I would like to end up this my topic with the word of the Buddha when a large number of monks came together. The Buddha said, the teaching of the Buddha concludes in 3 words: Sappapa passa akaranam, kusala supasammatha, sacitta pariyotapanang. 3 words of Buddha. This is how to end up suffering, not to do bad, not to do harmful to ourselves and others, and cultivate the good. Wholesomeness cultivated more and more. And the last one, be purified our mind. Whenever you are perfect, you do practice according to 3 points like this, you are able to end up suffering by yourself and end here and now, right here and now, in the present moment, focus to a present moment. This is how to end and this ocean of suffering, as what they say, the samsara. Samsara disappear from you, and this life is your last life, and no more suffering. So this is, I think it's very long time for our topic today, and sometimes I'm sorry if what I told you, what I talk is make you confused, and sometimes sorry, and I will try. If you have any question, please, you are welcome to our temple, our monastery. We have lots of books, and right now we have new normal, so it's not normal like the past, and I don't know what normal in the future, how and what is normal in the future, but normal in the present like this, we have to follow the rule of law or social contract. So that is why we have to make the Sunday service like this. So thank you, Upasok, Upasika, brothers and sisters. So I hope the Dhamma help you. You help yourself. Attahi Attanonato. Thank you for coming and watching our Facebook. Thank you.